Good morning, Clarence. So you came to our Sunshine event this morning, and we would like to hear about it as well as what you're doing for the community.
Well, Ms. Rodriguez, Melba, thank you. This was really a great event. Anytime that you can get out and meet the community and find out what their needs are, that is up there with oxygen as far as I'm concerned. For those of you who don't know who I am, my name is Clarence Miller, and I'm running to be the next commissioner here in Harris County in November 22. And so what I normally do, I've been doing for quite some time now, is going out and connecting with the people, because I feel like that's one of the great assets that a commissioner must have. He must be connected with all of the people and not just some of the people. In order to assist the people, you need to know what the needs are. And the only way you can know what the needs are is to come out and talk to the people and let them tell you, what their needs are. And so that's one of the great things about me. I love connecting with people. I love meeting people. Would you like to know a little about my history?
Absolutely.
Okay. For those of you who don't know, I began my career with the U.S. Postal Service. I was with the Postal Service for over 29 years. While with the Postal Service, I served on the Women Advisory Board, ran a career awareness conference, and I served on the Houston Postal Credit Union, which is called Plus 49. When I came in, they had $10 million, and then after I left, $50 million. After 29 years, I became an entrepreneur in real estate, loan officer, insurance. I was very successful. But one day I was walking in my community, looking around, and noticed that my community was becoming old and dilapidated. And just like most people, my first thought was to go ahead and move. But that wasn't God's plan. He spoke to me and said that I should help my community. So I ran to be on the board of directors of the utility district, which is a MUD. And my first meeting, I discovered that my MUD was $10 million in debt. And I remember as if it was yesterday, I spoke to God and said, God, these people are broke. And he spoke to me again and said, help them. And so I did. At that moment, also I discovered that they just built a $2.5 million wastewater plant. Waste was running on the side. Current person said, hey, it'll be okay. I sued the developer. I'm not an attorney, but I won $112,000. They had to repair the plant. Within 5 years, due to my leadership, we had over $5 million that I invested in the infrastructure. So when Harvey came, the community was safe. Within 7 years, I built a multi-million-dollar community center over by Hollister 249. And when I built the center, I created a senior citizen program. And not only did I create the program, I used to put up the tables and chairs. I used to go out and pick up the food and help cook the food. We gave them black tie balls. We took them on outings, and they just loved it, and I loved it as well. So the seniors one day told me it was kind of dark coming home, and so we installed lights all up and down Belmont North Houston in the medium. Kind of looks like a gallery. It's kind of lit up. And then my community had an old fence going around the perimeter, so I built them a brand new brick wall about 15 feet high. And once we built the wall, we installed security cameras. The monument was over 40 years old, so we built them a brand new monument. And my community is very small. They only had one good road going in that community. They were driving across a lot. I bought the lot and built them a brand new road. We're currently building them a $3.7 million park as we speak. We started with $10 million in debt, and when I left in February, they had $10 million in the bank. And all those projects were paid for without raising taxes, without taking out bonds. How did I do that? I'm glad you asked. I eliminated the government waste. I held the contractors accountable. And that's exactly what I plan on doing when I become commissioner in Harris County Precinct 4. Being with the government over 45 years has taught me that there's always room for improvement, and there's always ways that you can eliminate. It's all about managing, and that's what I do. And plus, I love working with people. I love assisting people. We're living in some very challenging times. We're living in times where kids can't even be kids anymore. My grandson had a birthday celebration, and we couldn't even go over we had to do what I call a drive-by. Drive by the house and wave at him because of the pandemic. And then we have the mothers now that can't even go to work because they have to stay home and homeschool their kids. And then we have fathers that have to work 2 jobs, and then they have to come home and help homeschool the kids. And then the grandparents can't even enjoy retirement because they're not making enough money to support themselves. So when people ask me, why am I running for such a prestigious position, these are some of the reasons that I am running. It's because of the families. I feel that we need individuals that have morals, that actually care, and actually want to listen and work for the community. I have a proven track record of doing all of that. My priorities are, of course, flood control, infrastructure improvement, law enforcement, human services, violence against women, and human sex trafficking. I feel that the commissioner, has to be involved in every aspect of the community, and that's what I want to do. My name is Clarence Miller, and people ask, how can you support me? When you deal with a race of this magnitude, it is a high dollar race. So I need people to go to my website, millerforcommissioner.com, and support me financially. Just to register is over $5,000. Everything that you do is a lot of money. This is a huge, huge area that I'm running to represent, which is all of Kingwood, Humble, Spring, part of the Woodlands, 1960, Cypress, Tomball, Humble. And so I want to, and part of the Heights. So I want to be a representative of all of the people, not just some of the people. So if you feel and believe as I do, that there is time for a change, go to Miller for Commissioner, join the movement, and support me. MillerForCommissioner.com. Clarence Miller, November 22. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Clarence, for sharing our information, for attending our Sunshine Networking, which we do have this once a month to the public, to any small, medium, or large business owner that is interested in supporting our networking, building our businesses, and helping each other. And we're looking forward to support you as well. So we'll go ahead and post the information and all the info that so that people can contact you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, and I am just excited to be here, and I'm excited to receive your support because this is an awesome networking venue that you have here. As you know, we just met last week and we have already connected, and everybody knows that you're going to be the next mayor of the city of Houston. So I'm claiming it.
Thank you. Have an amazing day. Thank you so much.